And what's good, everybody? Welcome back once again here to Behind the Arc Basketball as we have a great matchup in store going down. Big Ten battle here. Number 9 ranked Wisconsin taking on the undefeated Michigan Wolverines, 10-0, 5-0 out in the Big Ten Conference. Incredible matchup going on board tonight with both of these teams as I'll be covering the play-by-play of this one tonight. If you guys are new out here on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. This game taking place at Ann Arbor, Michigan. Home of the Wolverines for this one. This is going to be the third straight game as well against an AP Top 25 opponent. Last game, they crushed Minnesota 82-57, held the Golden Gophers to 32% shooting from the floor. And the big story this season has been the progression. This young man right here, their 7-1 center, Hunter Dickinson, 28 points, 8 rebounds in the last one, leading the team in scoring so far, averaging 18 points per game. And he is legit. Top 5 right now in shooting percentage in all of college basketball. Glad to have each and every single one of you guys back on the stream once again. Let's see who we got here tonight. Carmalin, welcome on the stream here. He's going out for Michigan in this one. Breezy, welcome on board here. Duke of Virginia Tech. I'm going to take Virginia Tech in that one, Big Ben. Vegas liking Michigan to win this. Welcome in Vegas. Roger, Behind the Arc fan, back on the channel. Very sad day indeed here. Kentucky has the game up after this one against Alabama there. Just sad news coming out earlier today. 22 years old, so young. We don't know what the cause of death was, but he played for the Kentucky basketball team last year. And just unfortunate news today coming out of the college basketball world with Ben Jordan, pitcher for the Kentucky Wildcats baseball team, as he passed away earlier today. Landon, welcome on the stream here, bud. Welcome, guys, for stopping by. Chicken Man, glad to have you out on the stream here. Big Ben predicts Michigan by 9, 81-72. Should be a good one. Michigan going in the yellow uniforms for this game. Wisconsin on the road with the red jerseys for this one. Wisconsin starting 5 of all seniors, and they got 3 players here shooting the ball greater than 40% from three-point range this season as we get ready to tip this one off. It's going to be Wisconsin basketball first. Badgers take it past the half-court logo with Demetric Trice, as they have it, as we're out of the pregame now as we just tipped off. Wisconsin at the right elbow. They back their way inside. Reavers into the post, puts it up. It's going to get blocked right there by the Wolverines. Big block in the post by Isaiah Livers. Now the first possession for Michigan. Livers dribbles, drives inside, puts it up right baseline. That one's no good. Off the back iron, rebound back to Wisconsin. Michigan heading into this game, top 10 in all college basketball and shooting inside the post. So I'm going to take Michigan in this one. Very tight game. Michigan by 2, 70-68, my prediction. I think they're going to split the series. Wisconsin left baseline, second position. They're going to go turn around, and that's going to be an air ball. It goes out of bounds to the baseline. Great defense by the Wolverines right there, stopping Brad Davison, as that was well short of the rim. And 2 possessions coming away with nothing so far for Wisconsin. Second possession now for Michigan. They'll dribble past half court. Livers has it top of the key. What's good, Raven? Welcome to the stream here for stopping on by. They're going to pass off the cutter. That is Brooks over to Livers, and he throws it down right there off the cut behind the defense for the two-handed flush. Michigan attacks, attacks, and attacks. They love to score inside. Wisconsin, third possession now, top of the key, they have it. Moves it over inside the post. Reavers puts it up. Second block of the game already by Michigan on the third possession that time by the big fella Hunter Dickinson. They kick it back outside to Livers. Moves it back out around the perimeter. Michigan will take the 3 off the mark. No good. From the outside by Mike Smith. Rebound back to the Badgers. 18:25 left to go. Demetric Trice dribbles. Takes the jumper. Got it. At the free throw circle. Good for 2. Hey, what's good, Morgan? Welcome to the stream, man. How do I put the scoreboard on there? I have my own custom scoreboard I created myself. So all I do, I created the custom scoreboard with boxes I created. Then I did text documents that I just changed throughout the game for like the numbers. So that's how I'm changing it right now. Jumper, good for 2 by Michigan. 4-2 the score. Wisconsin has it around the perimeter. A lean forward with the basketball. Moves it over to Reavers here. Top of the key. Back out to Davison. To Reavers at the left wing. They'll hand it off to Trice. He takes a deep jumper, and he gets it. Demetric Trice with both of the buckets so far. Now on a 3-point shot going down. 17.5 left to go. Michigan turns the corner, drives inside behind the defense. Easy layup. That's good for 2 by the Wolverines. Eli Brooks. Yes, I'll be doing that one tomorrow behind the arc, fans. So yeah, LSU Arkansas tomorrow at 7. And then I'm also doing after this one Kentucky against Alabama right after this one. Wisconsin has it around the perimeter. Double team. Ball gets tapped out of bounds, though. It's going to be Wisconsin basketball. 17:04 left to go. Hey, what's good, Ryan? Appreciate it, bud, for stopping on by. Roger's mom took a test. She got out at 5 o'clock. Took a while. Got her result. She will get her results on Sunday. Sending my thoughts out to you with that for your family, man. Wisconsin gets the inbounds. Trice has it, flings it over to the top. They'll take the 3 straight away. Off the back iron, no good by Potter. Rebound back to Michigan. 16:50 left to go. Brooks takes it inside. He's guarded by Davison, moves it back out around the perimeter. Livers floats it over to Dickerson as he backs his way into the post on his one man. No good, though, as it hit the front rim, guarded by Potter. Rebound back to Wisconsin. 16.5 left to go. Wisconsin basketball ball gets deflected. Here they go with a steal. Franz Wagner takes it, dribbles inside, and going to lay that one up and in for 2 in transition for the layup by Wagner. Michigan largest lead so far, 8-5. 16:15 left to go. Wisconsin basketball. Micah Potter around the perimeter. First foul will be picked up at the game here. Looks like it's on Michigan as the clock will stop with 16:13. Wisconsin will get the inbound coming up. 16:13 left to go first half. Underneath. Looking to inbound. They pass it over to the right corner perimeter. Now into the hands of Potter. Puts it back to Trice. Floats it outside. Bounce pass to Potter. The right baseline guarded by Dickinson. Backs his way. Moves it back out. That ball's on the ground. And good hustle play there by Michigan. They come up with a steal by Brooks. Puts it back into the hands of Smith as he passes up the court here. Pass half court over to Livers. They'll take a jumper. That's good from the outside by Isaiah Livers. 11-5 to score. Points off of turnovers. Michigan's been able to cash them in so far. And this is for a Wisconsin team that came into this game number 2 in the nation in fewest turnovers behind Villanova. Left wing 3, Wisconsin hits it. Back to a 3-point game. What's good, Jose? Welcome to the stream here. Ant, welcome on board, bud. Hope everything's going well. Welcome to the channel, Clipper. 15:20 left to go. Michigan with it around the perimeter. Dickinson puts into the hands of Brooks. Or over to Mike Smith as Mike Smith going to drive inside. But they're going to get called for the turnover there in the post. So it's going to go right backward to Michigan. Clock will stop now with about 15 minutes left to go. So yeah, great game so far. This game picking up as of lately. In this one, Michigan, though, points off of turnovers. Been the big key so far in this one. In Wisconsin, very rare that they turn it over, especially early on in the game like this often already with 2 turnovers. It's converted into 5 points so far off of the turnovers by Michigan as they lead at 11-8. Alright, right now in the timeout here, 11-8 to score. Can Kentucky turn it around this season? I think they got a good chance behind the arc, fan. They got Keon Brooks back, and now starting to find their 3-point shooting. Much improved in these metrics here. 3-point shooting. Also, their free throws. Their free throws have been much better since conference play has started. And also, they haven't turned it over as much as they were like back in December. So, they are really improving. Good to see that Keon Brooks is back for Kentucky. And I think they got a great chance to turn it around because the whole conference is up for grabs. And a lot of those teams, I feel like they're not going to give Kentucky a hard time, defensively, because a lot of those teams struggle with their defense. LSU, Florida, Arkansas, a lot of those teams in the conference. Auburn, another one that definitely struggles with their defense. But the SEC is like more offensive loaded, and for Kentucky that's like a good thing for them because they love to slow down the basketball, and they've been really improving their defense. The defense is a big strong suit there for Kentucky this season, and they're going to slow it down like they did against Florida and get high-quality possessions, what they did, and that's what happened. They shot the ball over 50% from the floor because they got great looks, great passes, and really took their time, able to get a great opportunity to get open shots. Patrick, welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you on board. If you guys are new out here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games here, college games, also NBA games here as well. I'm Behind Arc Basketball. Roger going to take Michigan by 1, 78-77. And he'll take Kentucky later tonight, 79-66 over Alabama. Jose, what's good here, bud? He's at work right now with his mom, it looks like. Hope all is going well. Scoreboard update here. A couple other scores going on right now. Virginia Tech leads Duke 11-5 to score. St. John's up against Butler 12-7. Boston College leading Miami 12-8. And Florida tie game against Ole Miss 7-7 so far. So we'll keep you guys posted. By the way, Kansas taking on Oklahoma State. I have no clue how in the world they don't make this national TV tonight for Kansas versus Oklahoma State. They put that game over on ESPN Plus. So there you go. Solves that, I guess. Wow. How does Michigan look for March? This Michigan team's really balanced. They're great inside for Michigan. So that's their bread and butter. It's everything in the interior for Michigan. But yeah, Ryan puts out here, thinks that they're an Elite 8 team. I've got them as well right now, around Elite 8. Rodriguez, welcome on the stream here. Glad to have you in the channel once again. What do I like about the NBA postponing so many games? Oh, it's frustrating, man. The Celtics have just got their third game postponed. But, yeah, it is frustrating, but, yeah, those games aren't playable. Those games are just, they should have postponed all the Sixers games. Because, well, the Sixers games, because they played 2 games that they were, like, really short-handed, but still had enough players, which just isn't right when they're basically putting on a G League team. Wisconsin added inside, and that one gets blocked again by Michigan out of bounds. That's their third block in not even 5 minutes so far. So Wisconsin will get it back inbound as we're back to action. Micah Potter has it at the left wing. Puts it into the hands of Trice. Trice dribbles. Top of the key. Moves it outside to Potter. Shot fake over to Davis. As he has it at the left elbow. Back outside to Trice. Trice with the basketball as he flings it over. Potter over to Davison, takes the 3, no good, rattled out, and rebound Michigan underneath by Livers. Wolverines with it, 14:40 left to go. Smith at the left wing. Hands it off for Brooks, and Brooks at the top of the key will pass it over into the hands of Mike Smith again. Smith guarded by Demetric Trice at the edge of that Michigan logo. Now Smith will dribble, takes it inside, puts it up, and no good over the rim. Gets rebounded here by Wisconsin by Potter. Potter pass ahead of the court, open man, left 3, and no good from the left corner. Right there by Brad Davison. They do get the offensive rebound. Trice, 3-point shot, hit the front rim, offensive rebound. Wisconsin puts it up. 4th block of the game right there by Dickinson. Right in the post, and it's going to get right back over to Michigan. Wagner has it with 14 minutes left to go. Drives inside. Wagner behind the defense. Good for 2. Hey, what's good, Bill? Welcome to the stream here, bud. He's got Miami tonight, also St. John's, and he's got Providence. Wow, Providence not even favored on the road against Marquette. Yeah, definitely that one, +4. I think Providence is going to bounce back and hopefully win that game. And what's good here is going Wisconsin out in this one. Wisconsin with the basketball down by 5. Underneath, Potter puts it up. Left baseline, hard bucket. That's good for 2. Tough bucket there. Yeah, I heard about that behind the arc, fan. So now Kyrie with a whole video that I guess is under investigation, that he was like at a party with no mask on. Bounce pass over to Dickinson, left baseline turnaround. That one overshoots the rim, no good. Rebound back to Wisconsin. Badgers now have it with 13 minutes left to go. Trice at the top, he dribbles. Drives inside with a left hand. That's too easy. Mike Smith couldn't stay with him. He was looking for some more help. They're the guard Demetric Trice able to blow by Smith and go in for the easy 2 1-point game. Jalen Johnson on Wake Forest as well, it looks like. Tristan, welcome to the stream. He's going for Michigan here. Michigan will take a timeout. 1-point game, 13-12 to score. Alright, so we're going to go on a timeout here once again so far. The block specialty. The Michigan Wolverines so far in this game, 4 blocks. And we're not even 8 minutes into this game so far with 4 blocks by Michigan. Hunter Dickinson, though, rough start by him, 0 for 2 in the post, but still got a long way to go out in this one. This is a tough test. Their toughest test by far this season is this interior defense for Wisconsin. This is a great battle in this game here. Hunter Dickinson, number 5 in the nation, shooting percentage at 75%, going up against Wisconsin with a top 15 interior defense, taking on Michigan. That's a top 15 interior offense this season, and this is a great matchup to see who comes out on top. Big Ben back on the channel here. Virginia Tech looking like it's going well so far against Duke. Early on, Virginia Tech up 21-12 right now. St. John's up against Butler 12-9. St. John's can score a lot. They can't play defense. Problem with Butler is that they can't score, period. That's the problem. They're at very bottom this year. They can barely score 60 points per game this season for Butlers. We're back to action. Backing their way inside the post, Austin Davis off the bench puts it up, and that's good for 2. Michigan by 3. 12:20 left to go. Wisconsin has a ball, gets poked away, goes out of bounds though. Wisconsin already with 2 turnovers, leading to 5 points off of those turnovers in the first 3 minutes by Wisconsin. What's good, John? Welcome on my stream, man. My man Off the Wall Hockey out here. If you guys enjoy NHL content, live play-by-play streams, definitely hit him up. Hockey started up tomorrow. Must be pumped about that, man. Definitely going to check out your channel when you get the live streams. Pump it up again. Wisconsin takes the 3. Knocks it down straight away by Tyler Wall. This game's tied up at 15. Great matchup here going up against each other. In this one, Michigan, top 15 in interior offense, going up against top 15 interior defense. Wisconsin, both of these teams, number 1, number 2 in the Big Ten in defense. 11:45 left to go. They'll leave it over for the right wing perimeter. Michigan takes the 3, and Shawnee Brown hits it. The transfer for Wake Forest knocks it down. Wolverines lead change by 3. 11:30 left to go. Wisconsin now with their possession. Jonathan Davis guarded at the right wing. Guarded by Wagner. They're going to pass inside. That one no good. It got blocked from behind by Michigan. 5th block of the game. Here goes the Wolverines transition. Puts it up. Wisconsin with a block right there by Davis. Scrum on the ground right on the Big Ten logo at the free throw circle right there for the basketball. As the refs have to go in, call a timeout. Clock will stop with 11:17 left to go. And it's going to be Michigan ball. Man, what a battle so far. Emerson, what's good here, man? He's going out for Wisconsin in this one. What a start to this game here. Going to go on another timeout. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's keep on rolling tonight, everybody, on Behind the Arc Basketball. Hey, what's good, Red Sox fan? Welcome to the stream here, man. Alright, we take a look at it right now. Quick scoreboard update. Virginia Tech looking good. Up against Duke. 23-12 the score with 11 minutes left to go first half. St. John's leading Butler 18-15. Boston College up against Miami now 17-12. St. Joseph's up against Davidson 19-9. And Florida leading Ole Miss 19-11. That's a quick look at scoreboard updates. Later tonight, I'm going to be covering after this one Kentucky versus Alabama for the top of the SEC. Feel free to join me back for that game. Should be a good one. And tomorrow we get another college basketball doubleheader going down. It's going to be Arkansas taking on LSU, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. After that one will be Texas Tech versus Texas. So great games going on. And Texas Tech has yet to beat anybody good this season, as they're still in the top 25, though. They're going to have number 4 Texas tomorrow in a big matchup. That game is at Texas. What's good, John? Welcome onto the stream here. Red Sox fan liking BC. BC, unfortunately for me, because I'm more of a Providence URI fan. BC shockingly won their second game against URI, but they played really well that season opener against Villanova. It's been disappointing ever since, though, for BC, but still got a long season remaining. I think if they make like a coaching change in the future and are able to get that going, I think that they're going to have a much better future if they're able to make a coaching change there at Boston College. I feel like Jim Christian has just been long due. by now that he's been on the hot seat for so long. I think that they need to move on in another direction for Boston College. As for the NBA, Carly, one game going on. The Sixers up against the Heat, 15-6 the score. So the Miami Heat are back. And the Sixers have been playing games short-handed, whereas the Celtics canceled another game tonight. So, yeah, this whole thing would... It's crazy. Of course, we knew that there'd be games postponed. But I feel like when I saw the schedule get released, I thought that they'd make it, like better scheduling as far as, like, regions and stuff, instead of, like, teams just flying out all over the place, like, every single day. Like, the Celtics were supposed to be at Chicago today. Like, it's crazy how much, like, the flight time that these teams travel out to games and stuff, how they expect you to be in Boston, then go out to Chicago, then go back to Boston to face the Magic, and then they fly out elsewhere. They set it up for the West Coast road trip, so it's it's really convenient. Where, like, when the Celtics go on the West Coast, they take on the Lakers, and then the Clippers, and then the Kings, and then the Blazers, and then the Suns, then the Jazz. So it's convenient how they set it up, but I feel like they should have made it more convenient. Like, I liked how they did the doubleheader. I'm a Celtics fan, so I know, like, a lot about their schedule. The main one I focus on, but I like how they did a doubleheader against the Pistons early on to start off the season, but I feel like they should have done that a lot with, like, other teams, made it more into, like, a baseball series this year, considering the circumstances. 11:04 left to go, 18:15 remaining. Oh yeah, we got the Discord link. If anybody's interested, we get the Discord link posted in the description of this video. So if anybody's interested, feel free to check that out. 18-15 the score, 11 minutes left to go. Wisconsin has the basketball now, pass into the post, turn around, they'll put it up, that's good for two. Micah Potter, inside the post. I believe it will go. If for some reason, sometimes it expires, the link, for some reason. If anybody has access to that, just post it if anybody has access to that in here. If not, we can hit you guys up on it sometime. 3-point shot off the mark, no good by Wisconsin. Rebound, Michigan. Wolverines have it with 10:20 left to go. They dribble at the right wing into the hands of Eli Brooks. He's going to set it up now for the Wolverines. Brooks shovels it out. Left wing to Brown, back outside to the top. Eli Brooks still dribbles now. Moves it over right corner. Wagner will take the three. It's up. Got it. Money over Jonathan Davis. Tough shot right there from the outside by Franz Wagner. Able to knock it down. It's a big triple. 9:50 left to go. Wisconsin basketball. A lean forward. Moves it over to the right wing. Into the hands of Davis once again. Shuffles it out top of the key over to Davison. Hands it off now to Potter. Potter dribbles, guarded by Dickinson. At the left elbow, back over to Davison here. 9:35 left to go, 10 on the shot clock. Davison dribbles, guarded by Dickinson, drives inside, puts it up. Tough bucket, able to count it, and going to go to the free throw line as well for Brad Davison, shoot one. What a drive right there, and Hunter Dickinson. It's going to be actually 51, Austin Davis. Yeah, Austin Davis the one who picked up the personal there. So yeah, 51 into the game for Dickinson, and Davis the one who picked up the personal. What's good, Warren? Welcome on the stream here, man. I'm going to see if I can get that up for you guys, if the link can work on my end. I think I can copy it over like this. I believe that should work for the Discord. That's not like an invite link, but I got that straight from my desktop. Free throw no good at the line by Wisconsin. Rebound Michigan. And Michigan pass up the court. They turn it over inside. Wisconsin dribbles now. Lost control of it right at the baseline as Michigan will get it back off the steal. Brooks moves it over to Wagner. Back outside here. Top of the key into the hands of Mike Smith. He dribbles. And that's going to be a big blocking foul underneath by Wisconsin. Clock will stop when 9 minutes. So it's going to send 2 free throws here by Michigan at the line. Coming up, Mike Smith, the transfer from Columbia. First free throw, that one's up, that one's good. And second free throw goes down, 23-19 the score. Four-point game, Wisconsin into the post, puts it up, no good. The rebound goes right back over to Michigan. Hard-fought rebound into the hands of Brandon Johns. He'll move it left baseline. Dickinson swings it over to Smith. Around the perimeter, guarded by Davison. They pass it over to the left wing, over to Livers. Livers shuffles it out, left corner. They'll take a three, and Brandon Johns Jr. sinks it right there from the left corner. Michigan by 7. Looking good in this one. 8:30 left to go in the first half. Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I just checked it, so I have to update it again. That's odd to how like the invites sometimes. I guess it's like every like 2 weeks or so the invites go invalid because I have to keep on changing it for sometimes. 8:30 left to go first half. Michigan by 7. Wisconsin now with the basketball. Wisconsin takes it past half court now into the hands of Potter. Hands it off to Davison, able to get some space wide open, but they're going to call an offensive foul. That pick being set up by Micah Potter. So he gets called for the offensive foul. Wisconsin will turn it over, and Michigan will get it right back. Yeah, the one I'm gonna have to change it when I have the time because I don't know why it's so odd. Like sometimes the link just doesn't work for some reason. Approaching 8 minutes left to go. Michigan around the perimeter. Brandon Johns Jr. has it at the right wing. 10 on the shot clock. Puts it back to Smith. Smith right baseline. Moves it back to the top of the key. Michigan takes the three. Shondi Brown, no good though. Rolled around the rim and out. It's rebounded right back over to Wisconsin. 7:45 left to go. Wolverines have it with Demetric Trice. Trice takes the three over Livers, and now a good contest by Livers there. Gets rebounded by Michigan off the front rim. 7.5 left to go. Michigan basketball. Mike Smith has it. Guarded by Trice. They'll slow it down. 20 on the shot clock. Mike Smith with the ball, as he's going to dribble now towards the left corner of this front court. And Dickinson yet to score still tonight. They'll set the pick with John Smith now. Double teamed, and now the ball going to be poked loose there off the steal. Davison, one man to beat. It's Johns, puts it up. Shot gets blocked from behind, though. Goes out of bounds by Michigan as the clock will stop with 7:08. Big block right there by Shondi Brown for the Wolverines. As we'll go to another timeout. 7:08 remaining. Let's see. Alright, so it looks like we're going to go on a timeout. Alright, there we go. I'm going to see if I can change that. Thanks so much for the update there, bud. So I got it right there. Let's see. What's good, Esteban? Welcome to the stream here, man. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, for some reason, the Discord link for some reason was invalid, so I just updated it. So I put in a new link right there, so that should be all good. Yeah, I legit updated it like 2 weeks ago. I had like the old link out. I don't know, like it updates like every like 2 weeks or so. It's very odd. Right now on the timeout, Michigan looking good, 26-19. Wolverines without Hunter Dickinson so far, scoring 0 for 2 from the floor, and his teammates stepping up in a big way here. Franz Wagner with 7, Isaiah Livers with 7 as well. Coming into this game playing defense, holding the Wisconsin Badgers, a top 10 three-point shooting team this season, to just 3 for 9 from the perimeter so far. And Brad Davison yet to hit a three-point shot. Trice and Potter both with 2 misses, and those were the 3 key players that came into this game for Wisconsin here from the outside was all three of those players, Trice, Potter, Davison, all 42% or better from three-point range. And it shows how well the Michigan defense has stepped up to the task so far. Able to guard the perimeter. And from the outside, Michigan looking good themselves right now. 4 for 7 from the outside. And Shaundi Brown off the bench making an impact. Hit a three-point shot, got a rebound, got a block by Shaundi Brown. And also Eli Brooks so far. He's got 3 assists, whereas Wagner's got 2 steals. Yeah, totally agree, Ryan. Both of these defenses here, the top 2, the best conference all college basketball. When's the Celtics playing here? I'll take a look. So yeah, they've got 3 games now in a row that's been canceled. So their next game, it's scheduled for Friday. So they'll try again on Friday against the Magic and see if that works. Wow. So yeah, they were supposed to play the Bulls tomorrow. Is that yeah. Oh, that was today actually. Yeah, today against the Bulls, tomorrow against the Magic was postponed. So yeah, they were supposed to play the Bulls tonight and then the Magic tomorrow. Both of those got postponed, and they're going to try for Friday to take on the Magic. So Celtics play Magic on Friday and then Sunday against the Knicks, and then they got Wednesday, Friday next week. And those 2 games I plan on streaming if they're going to have it Wednesday and Friday next week against the Sixers. Both of those are on ESPN. So we're back into it, 29-16 the score. What's good, Chris? Welcome on the stream here, man. He's excited out for this one. Wisconsin has it. Moves it over top of the free throw circle. Open jumper. They'll take it. They hit it. As that one goes down by Reavers for the deep 2. 5-point game. 6:40 left to go, Michigan basketball. Mike Smith left wing, pass over to the top to Brooks, back outside delivers. He dribbles, moves it back out. They'll take a 3. Now, that one off the mark, no good. Missed it by Brooks. A rebound back to the Badgers. 6:25 left to go. Wisconsin burst the speed, drives inside, floats it up with a left hand. No good. Offensive rebound. Reavers underneath, pump fakes out Dickinson and puts it up and in off the glass for 2. Good move there by Nate Reavers in the post. 3-point game. Dickinson yet to score so far. He's got the ball at the top. Guarded by Reavers, looking to pass it off. Dribbles towards his left, hands it off to Smith. As he'll move it over to the left wing, delivers, pass inside over to Dickinson. Backs his way left baseline, double team. Dickinson moves it back outside. Smith, bounce pass, oh, nice feed underneath, couldn't finish. Try to tap it up, Livers couldn't get it home right there, a little bit too strong. Off the rim, gets rebounded by Wisconsin. Wow, that was a great pass, and what a great defensive play, too, by Wisconsin. 3-point shot, Reavers. Off the mark, no good, rebound, Wolverines. Michigan take a pass half court with Smith. Smith at the left wing, Dickinson sets the pick, rolls out underneath, puts it up and in. That's good for 2 right there, able to get behind the defense by Hunter Dickinson as he's on the board today. 5:20 left to go, first half. Wisconsin has the top of the key. Over to the left wing to Trice. Back outside to Reavers. Reavers dribbles and gets behind Dickinson, but they're going to call foul here by Wisconsin, so they won't count the bucket. Thanks so much for the update there. So, Behind the Arc fan puts out, just searched up tutorial on how to get the link to Never Expire. Hopefully it works. I'll copy that over. Get a copy over the other one. So I get that one, and then I'll copy that one over as well for like later reference. There we go. Five-point game, 5 minutes left to go. Jumper, no good, rattled out by Michigan. Rebound, Wisconsin with under 5 remaining. Which team is better to pick on this game? I think both of these teams are fairly even, but I'm gonna take Michigan here. Michigan at home, very tight game. I predicted Michigan by 2, 70-68. 3-point shot, Wisconsin off the mark, tapped out of bounds. The last touch by the Wolverines, so Wisconsin will have it back. Great matchup indeed between these two teams. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and welcome in everybody to Behind the Arc Basketball. I cover college games and NBA games. Wisconsin has it off the inbound. They'll take the three straight away. That one off the mark, no good. Jonathan Davis missed it. Rebound right back over to Michigan. 4:20 left to go. Wolverines at the right wing. Passes over to the left. They'll take the three straight away. Livers hits it. Isaiah Livers looking good so far for the Wolverines. He withdrew from the NBA draft, came back to Michigan to put on a big show this season for the Wolverines, and right now they are 10-0 and doing it with Isaiah Livers, their senior leader in the court. Wisconsin left baseline dribble. That one hit the rim short there by Wisconsin. Rebound by Michigan. Mike Smith drives inside, try to pass it back outside. Ball deflected though. Out of bounds as the clock will stop with 3:49. It went out of bounds by Michigan. Scoreboard update right now for college hoops. We'll take a look at it as we're going to head to another timeout right now. Yeah, Boston College beating Miami, man. That's a shocker. Miami needs to play with desperation if they want to make it into the tournament, because they've been playing with injuries this entire year. And this is a upperclassman team for Miami, but they've just been beat and battered this season. So yeah, 30-24 now, BC up against Miami. Virginia Tech looking good against Duke, 39-27. And they still got over 4 minutes left to go before halftime. So Virginia Tech putting up some serious point totals in that game right now. Up by 12 against Duke. St. John's leading Butler, 30-24. Davison up against St. Joseph's, 26-21. Florida leading Ole Miss 25-22. TCU just tipped off against Oklahoma. That's a great game there between two teams that's like probably going to be tournament bubble. This matchup here decides basically who could go to the tournament as one of the play-in teams most likely, and who will go to the NIT. That's how close it is between TCU and Oklahoma in the conference. I'm going to go Oklahoma out in that one. Oklahoma at home. They beat TCU the first matchup by 4. I think it was 82-78. So Oklahoma taking on TCU, and very good game. Both of those teams 2-3 in the Big 12, and of course a losing record in the Big 12. That's not bad at all considering how many top tier teams there are in the Big 12 this season. But yeah, that game's over on ESPN Plus. They put Kansas and Oklahoma State over on ESPN Plus tonight. So it's not even available if you wanted to catch that game if you're out in the U.S. It's not even available to the general public unless you get pay-per-view there on ESPN Plus. That's unfortunate. Kansas against Oklahoma State, great matchup. That should have been scheduled for like a Monday night instead of a Tuesday night, competing with some really great games going on later tonight. Alabama, Kentucky. It was supposed to be West Virginia, Baylor, which was actually the one that more people voted for me to stream when I put it up. But that game got canceled tonight. West Virginia now on a COVID pause, so they postponed their next 3 games for West Virginia. So it's going to be Alabama, Kentucky after this. As for the NBA, Sixers lead the Heat 28-25. Good start so far by Michigan in this game. Attacking inside, also hitting perimeter shots as well. Isaiah Livers, perfect 2 for 2 from the outside. What's good, Jason? Welcome to the stream here. So, yep, I'll be streaming Kentucky after all tonight. So, I'll be making my man Jason happy. Glad to have you out on the stream. So, West Virginia on a COVID pause now for their next 3 games has got canceled. And as we're back to action, Michigan forces a turnover by Wisconsin, and Michigan goes in for an easy slam right there as the camera crew didn't even record that. It happened right off the inbound, so it's 33-23. 3:20 left to go. We'll try it again with Wisconsin. Badgers struggling with turnovers. They got 6 turnovers here. They came into the game. They turned it over a second time. This ball gets stolen away by Mike Smith. Leads to an easy layup for 2. Wow. They came into this game number 2 in the nation and fewest turnovers behind Villanova this season per game. Michigan here coming to play. And that's going to lead to a quick timeout. Like, not even 30 seconds back into it after the last timeout. Michigan just erupts there. Straight up 4-zip run. And not even, like, the last 30 seconds. Off of 2 quick steals. So, Michigan already 5 steals, 6 blocks. This is a statement game here. For all the people who said that Michigan hasn't played like legit teams. Well, they just won against 2 other teams ranked in the top 25, or other people like for like, oh, like Michigan isn't that great to be an undefeated team. Like all the sayers about this and what they've come today. This is a Wisconsin team that retained their entire starting 5. And right now, we still got a lot of time left to go, but Michigan is on a roll here, 35-23. With 3:13 left to go. So it looks like Virginia Tech's starting to miss. So Duke has the chance to catch up there. Shooting like 16 for 21 from the field at one point. Yeah, Providence got robbed the last 2 games. Hopefully they don't get robbed tonight against Marquette either. Providence just has been losing crushers. They should have won it. They had a great chance to win against Creighton, and they should have won that game against Xavier. Jumper, no good off the backboard by Wisconsin, and rebound Michigan. Wolverines to the right wing, into the hands of Mike Smith, moves it over left wing, over to Livers. Livers already with 2 3-point shots. He dribbles, floats it up underneath as they back their way with Davis inside. Ball tapped out of bounds, last touch by Wisconsin though, by Tyler Wall. It's going to go back over to Michigan. What's good, Breezy? Welcome to the stream here, man. He's got Michigan, Illinois, Big Ten Championship, looking for that. Inbound Michigan, the right baseline dribble, big slam. Going down, Franz Wagner. He was just able to just get all that space right there, just dribble straight down the right baseline with nobody even guarding him. Wisconsin down by 14, huge deficit so far. 2:10 left to go. This deficit is tough because Michigan's defense has been really solid, and they keep on picking up and getting better, but Wisconsin takes a 3. Cold from the outside for a team that hit 16 of those in a 37-point victory against Louisville. Rebound Michigan, part of an 11-zip run. They're going to slow it down now. Mike Smith with the ball. Dribbles to the right back corner of that front court. Smith guarded at the left wing by Trevor Anderson. Moves it over to the right wing. Livers takes the 3. No good off the back iron. Tipped up in the air. Couldn't get it though. Off the mark by Michigan. Rebound Wisconsin. Badgers have it with Anderson. At the top. Moves it over to the right wing to Davis. Davis passes over to the left wing over to Reavers. Now it goes over into the hands of Anderson. He dribbles. Ball gets tapped to the bounce by Wagner. Franz Wagner, he's been the one that's been able to come up with the big defensive stops so far for Michigan in this game. Franz Wagner already 3 steals that has led to points off of turnovers. Plenty of those so far tonight. Wagner and Livers already in double figures, 11 and 10. 1:23 left to go, first half. This is a statement game here for Michigan so far. Left corner 3, Wisconsin off the mark. Michigan just locking up that perimeter. This Wisconsin team came in top 10 college basketball and 3-point shooting percentage. They had 3 players in their team this year shooting 42% or greater. The outside. Michigan with almost a minute left to go. Up by 14. Wolverines basketball. Mike Smith dribbles now. Top of the key. Separation. Takes the 3. Straight away. Splash. Knocks it down. The transfer from Columbia. Mike Smith with a big one right there for the Wolverines' largest lead. What a blowout. 40-23. Still a lot of time left to go, though. 14-zip run. This is the confidence that the Wolverines are looking forward to going into the half. Wisconsin trying to get something offensively here. They've just stalled out. They move it over to the left wing, Trice. Trice passes outside over the wall. And that will be a foul on the court here. Clock will stop with 32 seconds. Man, I did not expect this. right now. Michigan just taking over. Wisconsin just completely leaving Michigan uncovered in all these places. Like, these buckets are way too easy. Wisconsin inbounds, left corner. Moves it back out to the left wing of Reavers as he is guarded by Davis around the perimeter. 14 on the shot clock, hands it off to Davison. Davison clamped all over on Smith. Davison floats it up, and that's going to hit the rim short. No good. Tapped out of bounds. Last touch, though, by Michigan. Great defensive stop there by Mike Smith. He may be small, but he is mighty. They get a great grad transfer pickup here in the offseason. 5'11", Mike Smith right there with a big defensive stop right on Davison all the way. "17 seconds left to go. 17-point lead right now. It's going to be Wisconsin's basketball. Wisconsin will now dribble at the left elbow. Moves it inside as they are in a lot of trouble into the key as that clock expires. Could not even get off a shot right there. Textbook defense. Michigan swarming all over the place inside right there, and frustration for Wisconsin. They're going to go into halftime trailing down by 17, man. 14-zip run in the final 5.5 minutes. And the fans in the stands that they have them at Michigan, limited fans pumped up. Indeed, for how their team has responded here to close it out. Yep. Ryan spot on with that. They're going to heat up, and yeah, Michigan was able to heat up because Ryan put out here a little bit early that they were going to heat up, but Michigan, the only team to heat up, and Wisconsin just stalled out. Completely stalled. What's good, Ant? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Yeah, so Providence nearly won that game against Xavier. Providence nearly won the game against Creighton. And Providence had closed out other closer games against Seton Hall and Davison. Providence legit could have had like a losing record by now if they hadn't won against Seton Hall, DePaul, Davison. These Big East games have been so close this season. Coming down to the final possession, a lot of them. What a start. What a start by Michigan. Nag, welcome to the streamer, man. Thanks so much for stopping by, bud. What a start here by the Wolverines in the first half. Franz Wagner, 11 points. He has just been a huge key as far as this team defensively. 3 steals, leading to points off of turnovers every single time that Wagner has been on that stolen basketball. Livers, 10 points, knocking down 2 3-point shots. Leads the team in rebounds, 5 rebounds, also 2 blocks. 6 blocks as a team. They had 4 blocks in the first 5 minutes for Michigan. Statement game without Hunter Dickinson doing much of the work so far. It has been Livers and Wagner combining for 21. And Wisconsin being held to only 23. It's just textbook defense here by Michigan, holding Wisconsin only 31% shooting in that first half. And Mike Smith gets credit for that, guarding Davison on one of the last possessions. Then the final possession there, they couldn't even get off a shot. They were swarmed all over the place in the key. For Wisconsin, struggling start here. Nate Reavers and Brad Davison really struggling. Reavers missing 5 shots so far. Davison's missed 6. And the 3-point shots just haven't gone down. They start out 3 for 9 from the outside. They've missed the last 5 ever since. And Wisconsin came into this game top 10 in all college basketball in 3-point shooting percentage. And today they've just gone and just locked down around the perimeter by Michigan. So, man. What's the biggest blowout this year for college hoops? He says Chicago State versus Illinois. Illinois scored a lot. Chicago State scored 38. I remember opening night, Arkansas won against Mississippi Valley State. I think Murray State. I think it was against a non-Division I school. I'm going to see if I can get up the score. But Murray State put up something ridiculous, like 170-something on the scoreboard. Yeah, 173-95 against a non-D1 school. The team name was Greenville. So it was a non-Division I school. And then Arkansas, their season opener, they took on Mississippi Valley State, Chicago State, the two worst teams in D1 basketball. The final score was 142-62. Virginia Tech whipping Duke now. I heard right from the start, I heard Duke was trying to catch up, but Virginia Tech still looks like they stayed hot here. 46-34. Duke gave up 46 points in the first half. Wow. St. John's up against Butler, 41-31. That's trouble there for Butler. Butler plays one of the slowest paces for any team in college hoops, and they just allowed 41 in the first half to St. John's. So that's a major issue. So obviously it looks like if St. John's keeps that up, they're going to be going into halftime up by 10. That's a major issue for Butler. Boston College leading at the half up against Miami 44-34. Davison leading St. Joseph's now 37-26. Florida leading Ole Miss, tight game 33-31. Florida, they keep on losing. They're in jeopardy of missing out NCAA tournament this season. And that's against Ole Miss, who is also outside the bubble picture right now. Oklahoma leading TCU 17-10. What's good, Joma? Welcome on the stream here. Michigan will win the Big Ten. He predicts here Juwan Howard, Coach of the Year. He's looking like it right now, man. Well, what a statement game here. I wasn't sure like how to rank Michigan going into the season. In my opinion, I ranked them way too low because I didn't know what to expect because these players that's been transfers here, huge acquisitions they've got in the offseason. Dickinson has had just a major impact on how Michigan has been this year. He's by far going to be Big Ten Freshman of the Year, and he's alongside with Jalen Suggs, Cade Cunningham's top 3 freshmen in all college basketball this season, with Hunter Dickinson. He only scored 2 points in that first half, and it's the 2 players that came back this season. It's had a big impact so far, Livers and Wagner, and you also got another great impact here with Mike Smith, and he's small, but he is mighty. 5'11", he has held up and really held his own defensively so far, guarding Brad Davison in that first half. And also from the bench, got a good X factor with Sean D. Brown too. Experience from the bench. What's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, team scored 173. Murray State did back in, I think, November. Murray State against Greenville, which is a non-Division I school. Yeah, Virginia Tech looking good right now, Big Ben. So right now we're just at halftime in this one. And it hopes that Alabama isn't hot from three-point range today. I'm going to predict Kentucky to get the W today. For everything that happened today, I think that they're going to come out and going to get the W and do it for Ben Jordan tonight for Kentucky. Very tight game, but I've liked what I've seen here past 3 games. What's good, Preston? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you on the channel once again. What's good, Warren? Welcome back here, bud. He's liking Michigan so far. What a first half whooping here in the books. Tie game in the NBA currently. Heat versus Sixers at 39 even. And Nuggets lead the Nets 17-13. Looks like Kyrie won't be returning for like this week or so regarding that video that he had no mask on. And now the NBA is investigating into that. So, yeah, Kyrie just keeps on sitting out due to personal reasons too. Cavaliers taking on Jazz. That game's tied up at 14 even. Who did Murray State play? It's called Greenville. It's a non-Division I team that they won against. So it's not even a Division I school. I have no clue like why in the world they even count those games. Because you could be a team. Let's see here. The Citadel right now is undefeated. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but the Citadel for basketball is undefeated. I'm just going to dig into who they even played, because I feel like they must have had some Division 2, Division 3 schools in that schedule here for the Citadel. Yeah, so I'm looking at their schedule right now. the Citadel, they won against they won against half of their wins are against non-Division 1 schools. That's the thing. They won against these colleges: Piedmont, Toccoa Falls, Columbia International, and Carver College for the Citadel. So they're undefeated at 8-0, and they got their legit game tomorrow against Furman, who lost by, I think, 1 possession against Alabama. They're taking on Furman, who is my preseason pick to win the Southern Conference. So yeah, their schedule going to get tighter. There's no way that they're going to be undefeated anymore. That's one thing, especially tomorrow when they host Furman. Usually Furman wins over 20 games per season as well. Am I surprised that UConn got ranked? Not really surprised there. UConn was a sleeper of mine. I saw it coming. I'm more surprised of the teams that weren't knocked out of the top 25 that should have been. Because I was surprised that Alabama wasn't ranked. I was surprised that UCLA wasn't ranked either. I'm stunned. I'm glad they got Rutgers correct. That Rutgers is playing awful right now. They don't deserve to be in the top 25. But I'm stunned that Oregon is in the top 25, and I'm shocked that. I'm looking at it right now. I'm shocked about Missouri too. Missouri lost by 20 against Tennessee. I thought that they would get bounced out of the top 25. And where's the love for Alabama? Nowhere to even be seen. Where's UCLA? Nowhere to even be seen. And UCLA is 5-0 in the Pac-12, undefeated in the Pac-12 without their best player, done for the season. So I feel like Oregon should have got knocked out this week, and then Missouri as well should have got knocked out. And Illinois at number 14, losing against Maryland on Sunday, that I feel like is way too high. And Tennessee at number 10, I feel like is way too high. And yeah, Minnesota lost against Iowa. So let's see. I'm gonna take a look at Minnesota. I'm glad that UConn got consideration, because a ton of people were sleeping on UConn, and this team just went on a 3-game road trip and just knocked off boom, boom, boom in order with Marquette, Butler, DePaul without their best player in 2 of those games, and they're doing it through their defense. Yeah, Minnesota's been playing a poor stretch right now too. So yeah, they're another team. Let's see. Ohio State's got a better record. Yeah, I would have put. They won against Ohio State though. That's the thing. And okay, yeah. That's where it's got me. I wouldn't agreed with Ohio State getting back in the top 25 this week, because they just won against Rutgers, who's had just an awful week and a half, 2 weeks now for Rutgers. So I feel like that win didn't really mean much for Ohio State. And they actually lost by 17 against Minnesota. It's like there's so many beatdowns. It seems like there's a beatdown every single night for some reason in the Big Ten. Yeah, Oklahoma looking good up against TCU 20-12 right now. Thanks so much for the updates. So we got them going on right now. What's good, Kevin? Welcome to the stream here, bud. Same with me, man. I cannot believe the execution of Michigan. Spot on in that first half. Just incredible basketball that they played so far. Yeah, Clemson went all the way 7 spots to number 12. Clemson, all 9 of their victories for Clemson are against power conference teams. So they've played all legitimate opponents for Clemson. It's not like they played like teams like Evansville or Morehead State or like non-conference teams. These are the teams that they played, and they won 9 of these games. They only lost by 6 on the road at Virginia Tech. So Clemson won against Mississippi State, who beat Missouri, which Missouri is at 17, which I don't get there. I think they're going to be the next one to fall down. Then Clemson won against Purdue by 11. Purdue just knocked off Michigan State last week. Oh, they did. Okay, so I misspoke. So they got 7 of their wins against power conference teams here. So I'm looking at it right now. They actually did have Morehead State. Wow. So yeah, Morehead State, South Carolina State. Those are the only two that they had for Clemson. Then they took on Maryland in that ACC Big Challenge game. They won them by 16. They beat Alabama, which Alabama should have been in the top 25. Only loss was by 6 at Virginia Tech. And then Clemson won by 10 against Florida State, won on the road at Miami, and squeaked it out against NC State. Hey, thanks so much, Roger. Appreciate it, man. I don't think it's 2 years yet. It's definitely not been 2 years since I started streaming. I think that's later next week. I think I created my channel and I had to wait like a week and a half before I started streaming because I had to get it enabled. Let's see here. We got a couple questions up for me right now. I'm gonna see. Oh, okay, yeah. Bill was putting out a little bit earlier. Do I like Providence +4 tonight? I'm gonna say yes. I think Providence is gonna take their frustration out tonight in Marquette, and I like them to redeem themselves and get the dub. For one thing, either get the W or make it close. I think they're gonna win, and I cannot believe that Providence is actually the underdog today. I've got Providence number 6 in the Big East, Marquette at number 7. That's a huge matchup between two bubble teams right now. Ryan, welcome to the stream here, man. Glad to have you in the channel. You're looking great that first half. Yeah, Louisville in the number 16. I can't believe how much they have jumped up. I didn't think they'd jump up that much. What's good, Vaughn? Welcome to the stream here, man. No problem that you're late. Yeah, that's bad for Miami. That's rough for them that they're down against Boston College right now. Yeah, Louisville won at home against Virginia Tech by 2. Their only loss, they got destroyed by 37 at Wisconsin. That was without their best player, though. But, and they allowed 16 three-point shots that game. So that's like an outlier type of game there for Louisville. I probably would have had them more like 18, 19, 20 instead of all the way up at 16. Because they've won a bunch of close games. And also they beat Seton Hall by 1 point. And that was when Seton Hall came straight out of quarantine. One of my favorite teams? My favorite teams are Providence and Rhode Island for college hoops. I'm actually from Massachusetts. I'm not too far away from Providence. Hey, what's good, Russell? Welcome to the stream, man. Can Providence compete with Marquette's bigs inside? Yes. I believe that Nate Watson should be able to feed in the post once again today. I think David Duke's going to keep it up once again. Just keep on rolling with him. Alright, so it looks like we're going to start off the second half, everybody. Michigan, big 17-point lead right now, largest one of the game, as we're going to start off the second half. In this one, it's going to be Wisconsin basketball to start off, going left to right in the court. Badgers have it inside left baseline, dribble, puts it up, and that's a good start for Wisconsin. 2, they counted off the backboard, and they get fouled. As Aleem Ford's going to go to the free throw line, shoot 1. USC and UC Riverside playing games tonight. Ian's conflicted on who to root for. USC is another one of those teams. I think they're receiving votes right now for USC. They're receiving votes right now. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So yeah, USC is number 30 right now, receiving 48 votes this week. Michigan puts it up in the post and the whistle to follow here. It's going to send Hunter Dickinson to the free throw line, coming up shooting 2. Clock will stop with 19:28 left to go. Personal foul picked up by Micah Potter. That's his 3rd. Yeah, that was incredible, and what an awesome game on Sunday morning. Vaughn has to make his moves, looks like, in his fantasy hockey league. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it all for stopping by here. I cover play-by-play basketball games here on Behind Your Basketball. Hunter Dickinson, first free throw, good at the line. It's 41-26 because Wisconsin hit it before that. After this one, I'll be covering Kentucky versus Alabama. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break after this game, set up the scoreboard. We'll be back after this one, Kentucky versus Alabama, so feel free to stop on by for that one after this game. What people actually voted for was West Virginia versus Baylor, but that game actually got canceled tonight. So I'll be taking Kentucky versus Alabama. Both of the free throws good at the line by Dickinson. He's got 4 so far tonight. Wisconsin has it, the right wing, reverts back out to the top here into the hands of Trice. Moves it back outside, left wing perimeter Davison. As he passes over into the key to Tyler Wall, guarded by Dickinson, puts it up, blocked right there by Hunter Dickinson. Michigan now with the basketball. As they push tempo, but they're gonna stop it down and slow it down here with the ball. Michigan slows it down with Mike Smith at the top of the key. Moves it over top of the free throw circle, Dickinson. Dickinson here looking to pass it, dribbles towards his left, moves it into the hands here of Smith, turns the corner, dish out right corner. And they all take the 3, and Franz Wagner, no good. They tap it back out, they'll get the offensive rebounds. Moves it back right corner, shot fake. Right baseline dribble, gets behind the defense, and reverse-handed layup, Mike Smith. Good for 2 right there by the Wolverines. They're up by 18. 44-26 the score. 18-20, left to go. Wisconsin has it. Ball poked. Able to get it back, though, at the right baseline was Jonathan Davis. Moves it back top of the key, Trice. Trice now dribbles. Floats it over to Reavers. He'll take the 3 straight away. That's off the mark, no good. A rebound, Michigan. On the board by Eli Brooks. Wolverines have it. 18 minutes left to go. They pass over right corner perimeter. Livers floats it over to Dickinson into the post. Puts it up. No good off the back iron. Tipped around. Up in the air. Fight for the basketball on the ground. Wisconsin going to come out of that one. Able to snatch it as we get a fall as well, right on the pile. It's going to be picked up, I believe, by Dickinson. Right now the clock will stop with just around 18 minutes left to go here, folks, in this one. Yeah, good question. Russell here. Why is Michigan in 7th place with an undefeated record? Gonzaga's undefeated, 12-0. Baylor's 11-0, undefeated. Then after that, Villanova's 8-1. They lost a surprise game against Virginia Tech in overtime. That they stayed late in Mohegan Sun and lost that game in OT. Texas lost, so yeah, Villanova's number 3. Right corner 3. Michigan takes it. They make it. They're just smoking right now in this one. 17-20 left to go. And then Texas lost by 4 against Villanova. So Villanova's number 3, Texas number 4. I disagree with this part. I feel like Michigan should be number 5 right now. Wisconsin has it at the top. Instead of Michigan 7, Wisconsin 9, because they put Iowa at number 5, and Iowa lost to Gonzaga. And then so Iowa lost to number 1 Gonzaga, and then they lost in overtime against Minnesota, which is ranked at number 23. So that's where it falls off right there. That Michigan should be more like a 5, I feel like. Will Virginia Tech hold off Duke? I'm going to say yes to that. Virginia Tech at home. 16:56 left to go. 47-26 to score. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub here, man. We cover play-by-play basketball. Inside the post, Dickinson puts it up. That's good for 2. Making an impact here in the second half for the big fella. 16.5 left to go. Dickinson now with 6, and they're doing it with multiple players here instead of Dickinson carrying this team. They've also got Livers and Wagner and Mike Smith having a great game. Wisconsin has it. Edge of the corner of the front court. Ball gets poked out of bounds there by Livers. It's going to go back over to Wisconsin. They think Syracuse with their zone defense can stay close to North Carolina. Yes. I think that's going to be a close game, Bill. Syracuse has got some really good perimeter players. They just give up a lot. Turnaround jumper right there off the spin move in the key. No good, Wisconsin. The rebound goes to Dickinson of Michigan. Michigan has it. Mike Smith dribbles, right corner. Bounce past Dickinson. Backs his way. He'll go with a left-handed hook. Gets it for 2. What a blowout. 51-26 with under 16 minutes remaining. Michigan on another big run, cruising here, 11-zip run. Wisconsin's threes just aren't going. Step back jumper, deep 2, off the mark, missed it by Trice. They were red hot this season, just hasn't been able to cook tonight. Michigan with 15.5 left to go. Livers kicks it back outside. Catch and shoot 3. Got it. Mike Smith hits it right there at the right wing perimeter. Oh, man, what a blowout. Greg Gard timeout. Wisconsin down to 2 remaining. Michigan loving every single moment of this one. 54-26 the score as we're going to go on a timeout. Wow. So yeah, if you guys are new on the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games, college basketball games, NBA games here as well, and Behind the Arc basketball. What an incredible display that we are seeing tonight here by Michigan. 54% from the floor, just hit their 8 3-point shot. Mike Smith, this is why they got out and got him. One of the top grad transfers in the offseason in college basketball. Smith here, 12 points, 4 for 7, just hit down the second 3-point shot. And They got him from Columbia, and he was an absolute bucket last season, leading the Ivy League in points scored per game, where they've got 3 players so far. Smith with 12, Wagner with 11, and then Livers with 10 in double figures. And Hunter Dickinson's soon going to be there as well, as he has got 8 right now. Starting to eat inside the post for Dickinson with 6 points so far in the second half. For Wisconsin, their leading scorer only has 7. Micah Potter with 7 points. 7 points by Demetric Trice. And these 2 players here, well, it was Demetric Trice, Brad Davison, and also Micah Potter. All 3 players came into this game shooting 42% or greater from the outside. And today they just completely been locked down. 3 for 16 from the perimeter. They've missed, for Wisconsin, they have missed their last 7 3-point attempts from the outside. So it's just not working. How they have basically based off their game from the outside, and how they dropped down 16 3-point shots against Louisville a month ago. Today it's just not working at all. Yeah, that's very rough there. 26 points in 24 minutes. Ouch. That's more like Butler basketball right now. That's, man, Michigan's defense stepped up in a big way. Virginia Tech, Duke. This game right now, Virginia Tech is only leading by 4, 51-47. They blew a 12-point halftime lead wide open now. Duke with a 13-5 run to start off the second half. Hey, what's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream here, man. You got a nightmare here that Tyler Hero Goran Dragic got traded to the Celtics for their white center. Doesn't remember his name, Daniel Tice. Actually had a nightmare that they get traded for the German Daniel Tice. What's good, Josh? Welcome on to the stream, man. Going absolutely crazy here, raining left and right, just sinking down shots. Insane. St. John's looking good over Butler, 46-36 in that one. 49-34. Boston College came out to play today against Miami. Davison up against St. Joe's, 46-32. Ole Miss leading Florida. Florida in jeopardy of making the NCAA tournament. Looks like they're going to lose their 3rd straight game in a row if they can't close that out, 44-40. And inside the Big 12 tonight, Oklahoma up against TCU. Crucial matchup there, 29-20. Kansas and Oklahoma State, 12-11. Kansas by 1. That game's over on ESPN+. Instead of putting it on national TV, they put Kansas versus Oklahoma State on ESPN+. So we get right back into this one. Raining all the threes today from my man Josh. Glad to have you on the stream here, man. Jose here. He was busy working. Glad to have you on the stream once again, Jose, once again. 15-15 left to go, and Wisconsin turns it over. Michigan with another steal. Wisconsin came into this game 2nd behind Villanova in fewest turnovers per game. Tonight, they already have passed their average with 8 total turnovers. And this is with upperclassmen starting 5 of all seniors. Yeah, Kevin puts out his shirt. ESPN is regretting not putting Kansas Oklahoma State on here instead of this game. They should have moved that one to ESPN 2, because they were supposed to put on ESPN 2 West Virginia Baylor, and they just put it on ESPN Plus instead. Kamarlin, welcome onto the streamer, man. So yeah, if you guys are a Michigan fan, you guys are loving this one right now tonight. Wow, what a beatdown. 54-26 the score. Hasn't been many fouls at all. Just the 3-point shots just have been stone cold from the outside by Wisconsin. This has been incredible defense by Michigan. Yeah, tight game there. Virginia Tech only up by 4 now. They're up by 12 at halftime. We're going to go to a timeout. Trying to see what's going on in the NBA currently here. Heat up against the Sixers at the half, 63-55 the score. Nuggets up against the Nets right now, 46-32. Cavs looking good against the Jazz looking good against the Cavaliers, 33-22. Lakers lead the Rockets 14-5. What's good, Blanks? Welcome onto the stream here. The teacher back into the chat here. Glad to see you once again onto these streams. Appreciate it. If you guys are new out here, make sure to spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. Ring the notification bell if you like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams. After this one later tonight, Alabama taking on Kentucky for the second game as part of a doubleheader tonight. Tomorrow, I plan on covering Arkansas LSU, that game at 7 o'clock Eastern. After that one will be Texas Tech versus Texas, right after that one. So if you're just joining us, this is a 28-point Michigan lead. Boston College, yeah, I heard they're whipping Miami, and that's unfortunate for Miami because you're trying to look for an NCAA tournament spot, and that will crush you all game long. 52-36 the score, and it looks like Miami's going to fall to 5-6 this season unless Boston College chokes another big one. That's the only thing. And Florida not looking good either. Looking like they could possibly go down against Ole Miss today. So Michigan trying to prove it out to everybody here. We are legit. Put us right up there. And it was last year that Michigan was actually ranked at one point at number 1 because they in non-conference play they took on Gonzaga and they crushed them. I think it was like 82-64 last season. Michigan with a basketball, that's going to be into the post, good for 2. Hunter Dickinson now in double figures as well, so we're back from the timeout. This is a 30-3 run since 6:19 left remaining in the first half. That is phenomenal. As Wisconsin chokes the ball right there into the key. It gets stolen away by Michigan once again. Micah Potter just lost control of the basketball. Michigan takes the 3. No good off the mark. Rebound Wisconsin. Wisconsin just been stuck at 26 for the longest time. 14:20 left to go. Wisconsin pass inside. Underneath shot fake. Gonna put it up. That one off the back iron. No good. Rebound Dickinson. Nothing going down right there. Jonathan Davis missed it. Michigan bounce pass off the cutter. Watch out. Franz Wagner going to put it up and in. Reverse-handed layup there for 2. Mike Smith with the assist. Great vision there by Smith as go all the way from the left corner. Cut to the hoop. It's exactly what Wagner did. 14 minutes left to go. Wisconsin has it at the right wing. Step back 3. They'll take it. Hits the rim short. Not his day today for Brad Davison. He is just stone cold all game long. 1 for 8 shooting by Davison. Michigan slows it down. Smith lobs it over at the left elbow. Dickinson passes top of the free throw circle back outside of Livers. Lobs it back over to Dickinson now. Takes this man spin move into the post. Passes over to Livers as he tries to cut. We do have a tie ball on the court here. Clock will stop with 13:35. And it's going to be a tie up here on the court. Yeah, Rutgers dropped out of the top 25. Rutgers, if Rutgers keeps on losing, they're going to be in danger of missing out this year on the tournament for Rutgers, which is unfortunate for them because it's been since I think 1992, which was their last NCAA tournament appearance. Michigan gets the inbounds. Wolverines top of the key, 13:30 left to go, 6 on the shot clock. They dribble right baseline. Jumper takes it. Mike Smith. Having a great game, hits it. Oh man, they exactly got him for this moment. Human bucket coming out of Columbia has got 14, 34-3 run. Wisconsin puts it up. That one's going to get blocked by Dickinson. 7'1" monster right in the post is blocking everything right now. Michigan has a right baseline dribble. Livers backs his way on his man. Guarded by Ford. Backs his way. Turnaround right. Jumper no good. Rolled around the ring of the rim. But oh, big slam. Shundi Brown able to clean it up right there with a two-handed slam. Massive blowout here. 62-26. 36-3 run. Since 6:19 in the first half. Insane. Wisconsin can't even hit a shot. Wisconsin around the perimeter. At the right wing, Trevor Anderson. Jumper takes it, rattled out. That rim is just not favored at all to them. It gets tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Wisconsin. Oklahoma looking good. Thanks so much for the update right there. What's good, Bradley? Appreciate it, bud, for stopping them by. So, yeah, if you guys just joined us, man, Wisconsin just cannot score a single shot. And this team came into this game today, number 6 in the nation in three-point shooting. And guess what? They are 3 for 17 from the outside. And when the threes don't work, yikes. Because I think they're around 250th or so in two-point shooting. And yeah, they can't get anything inside against the top 5 two-point defense this season. Pro Hop Wisconsin puts it up, and we do have a foul. It's going to be picked up by Michigan by Shundi Brown. Clock will stop with 12:25. Yeah, if you guys are new on the stream here, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub. If you guys are new, ring that notification bell as well. I cover play-by-play of basketball games, college NBA games. Wisconsin inbounds. Brad Davison moves it back out, right corner 3. They'll take it, and they finally hit something. Demetric Trice from the right corner knocks it down. A long way to go, though, and Michigan already with 62. 12 minutes as we approach that mark remaining, 62-29. Michigan with Mike Smith, flings it over left wing Livers, takes the 3, hits it, everything going down, knocks it down. Hey, what's good, Aaron? Welcome to the stream, bud. After this one, Kentucky, Alabama. So I'll be live after this. By the way, Kentucky versus Alabama gonna start up after the conclusion of this one. 11:45 left to go. Wisconsin bounce pass into the hands of Reavers, turnaround jumper, missed it, rebounds by Davis of Michigan. Wolverines now with it, 11:30 remaining. Mike Smith attacking, bounce pass, watch out, throwing it down, Austin Davis with a two-handed slam. Mike Smith facilitating, driving, dishing, 6 assists, 14 points by the transfer from Columbia in this one, 41-6 run by Michigan here. 11:20 remaining, Wisconsin has it. At the left wing, moves it back out to the top to Davison. He dribbles, bounce pass Reavers, right elbow. 11:10 left to go. Reavers backs his way, moves it over to the top, bounce pass back over to Reavers. Reavers double teamed outside, they'll take the 3, that hits the rim, no good, rebound Michigan. Oh man, crashing the glass here. The Wolverines well prepared for this game in all phases tonight. Mike Smith dribbles, wide open, and before that a foul. So, or a timeout taken. So timeout taken on the clock, they say, stoppage in time. Man, absolute blowout. So, if you're the AP guys, you better take notice right now out of this one, because, yeah. They deserve to be number 2 right now. 67-29, ouch. 41-6 run. Yeah, so Michigan right now, in my opinion, after this game tonight, this is a statement game here. They deserve to be number 2 after this game. Because the thing with Baylor is that Baylor's gunning out slow in some of their games. I feel like that's not going to happen because the AP people have no clue like what's going on this week. They didn't even rank Alabama, didn't even rank UCLA when they were without their best player, 5-0 in the Pac-12. But for some reason, they still got Minnesota ranked. They still got Missouri ranked, and they got Illinois ranked up at 14, where Tennessee's ranked at 10, and Alabama isn't even ranked this week. But Michigan ranked at 7. How about Kansas? Kansas at 6. Kansas doesn't really have a front court to contend with you. That's the thing. Kansas is all perimeter too. That's where they rely upon. So if Michigan takes on Kansas, once again, that's another matchup nightmare. Once again today, we are seeing it that this is not a scoring front court for Wisconsin going up against Michigan, who's incredible. guarding the front court. And this matchup here, Wisconsin just getting completely burned all over the place because Michigan is just locking down the perimeter in this one. So yeah, Villanova on pause. I expect Michigan to slide all the way up to number 2. Wisconsin will drop 10 plus. Yeah, I think this is just a bad loss for Wisconsin. Whereas it's more of like everybody needs to take Michigan legit. That's the thing. Everybody needs to take Michigan like legitimately, and this is the game right now. Yeah, crazy game here as far as Michigan just smoking them. Ole Miss up against Florida. Florida's gone from receiving votes to probably not even making the tournament right now. Ouch. That's not good for the Gators because you're not going to get many quality games remaining portion of your schedule. So if Florida keeps this up, there's a good chance that Mike White's going to get fired at the end of this year. And that's bad for Florida. If they can't close it out, that's going to be their 3rd straight loss. And you never want to lose against Ole Miss, a team that I don't think I was expecting to make it to the tournament this year. So 10:53 left to go. Back from the timeout. Let's see here. Wisconsin's got coming up. Wisconsin's got Rutgers. Oh boy. Yeah, Wisconsin's going to drop 10 plus. Yeah, if they lose against Rutgers, because Rutgers is on a cold snap right now. That's such an important game right there. Michigan bounce pass inside, just feed it over to Shawnee Brown. 15 points off of turnovers tonight for the Wolverines. Back to action here with 10:30 left to go. Sorry to hear this, Coleman, man. So sorry, bud. I'm just shocked. Like, complete no-show. They cannot hit a shot here. It's more like this is incredible defense by Michigan. This is more like Michigan just, right there, hit the front room, swarming all over the place. Great defense there by the Wolverines by Brandon Johns Jr. to get that miss there by Wisconsin. At the left elbow, Brooks passes, but the ball gets deflected, stolen back by Wisconsin. Wisconsin open 3. Haven't had many looks like that tonight, and they make it. 43-9 run. That one's good by Trevor Anderson. Very few looks that the Badgers have had, and this senior starting 5 has had a lot of difficulty on the road as far as this one goes. 9:40 left to go. Hands it off. Michigan with it, and we do have a foul, though. Clock will stop with 9:40. It's just one game. I'm shocked. I think everybody needs to take Michigan seriously now after this one, and they need to be ranked at number 2 come Monday. Let's see here what Michigan got. So, Wisconsin, crucial game on Saturday against Rutgers. Both of those, Rutgers playing really desperate, that's the thing, because Rutgers wants to make their first tournament since 1992. 9:40 left to go. Michigan has it. They'll take the jumper. Brooks, no good, rattled out. Rebound goes right back to Wisconsin. Michigan, okay, so yeah, Michigan next game against Minnesota. It's on the road at Minnesota on Saturday. Top of the key 3, Wisconsin takes it, they hit it. Very shocking indeed, Vaughn. What's good, George? Welcome onto the stream, man. Micah Potter now in double figures. He's got 10. Trice has got 10. Top 2 scores for Wisconsin. Michigan with the basketball. At the right wing, Brooks. He dribbles, dishes over to Johns, left baseline dribble. Double team by Brandon Johns. Moves it back to the left wing, into the hands of Brooks now. Eli Brooks slides over to Brandon Johns Jr. as he turns the corner. Floats it up underneath. They'll put it up, and there will be a foul picked up by Wisconsin. Clock will stop with 8:51. Yeah, Michigan, they're definitely going to rank in the top 5 next week. Not even, they need to be up ahead of Kansas and even Iowa right now. And Texas and Villanova, too. They need to be ranked up between all those teams, and I even think Baylor, because Baylor right now has been off to a slower start in their first half than usual. They won a tighter game than usual 2 weeks ago against Iowa State, and they were down trailing at halftime against TCU. So me personally, I would rank Michigan right now with this magnitude of a victory. If they play well once again on Saturday, I would rank them come Monday at number 2 behind Gonzaga. 8:35 left to go. 69-35 if you're just joining us. George here, Xavier fan, thinking C.J. Wilcher next season gonna be a starter. Xavier got a lot of hope next year for Xavier. That team is deep. Seeing them on Sunday, they had 9 players score in that game. They are deep. I think they're only gonna lose Johnson and Scruggs as graduating seniors. So they should be pretty good next season once again. Wisconsin floats it up, no good, tipped around, and rebound goes right back to Michigan by Franz Wagner. Wagner takes it past half court, moves it over. At the right elbow, spin move, dribbles right baseline. Underneath as Brandon Johns Jr. tries to put it up, but they do call a travel underneath the hoop there by Johns. It's going to go back over to Michigan. What's good, my man? Little man, appreciate Bud for stopping him by here, brother. Michigan looking good tonight here. Just, I cannot believe the beatdown right now. Approaching 8 minutes remaining. After this one, Kentucky versus Alabama. Feel free to drop them by for that stream. We'll start off after this game finishes off. I'm going to take like a 5-minute break. Left corner 3. Wisconsin takes it. They hit it. So finally they decided to start making their threes with less than 9 minutes remaining. This is part of a 9-zip run by Wisconsin. Michigan has it. Under 8 minutes left to go. Dickinson at the right elbow. Hands it off. Shondi Brown over into the hands here of Wagner. Dribbles behind the defense. Missed the layup, though. Off the backboard. Rebound, Wisconsin. 7.5 left to go. St. John's looking good. Thanks so much for the update right there. 55-49. Got a couple of scoreboards up in there. Thanks so much, Preston. Left corner jumper. Wisconsin off the mark. Rebound by Johns here, Michigan. 7:20 remaining. Michigan will slow it down once again. They take it past half court. Top of the key, Eli Brooks. He dribbles, drives inside, floats it up off the back iron. Hunter Dickinson puts it back up and in. Good for 2 right there off the offensive board by the 7'1" freshman. Coming in here in the second half. Key into the post for HD. Number 1. Looking good here for Hunter Dickinson, and he has got 8 points in the second half. 10 points so far. 6:50 remaining. Wisconsin jumper takes it. They make it from the outside. 30-point Wisconsin lead. Or 30-point Michigan lead up against Wisconsin. Michigan floats it out right corner. Oklahoma State, man, wow. They're up by 5 against Kansas. Thanks so much for the update. That game is on ESPN Plus. Michigan, good for 2. Franz Wagner extends it to a 32-point lead. Man, I did not expect this at all. Third career double by Franz Wagner, and the Wolverines just have rolled straight up from the start here. This game was actually close, like halfway to the first half, and then that's where Michigan started to pull away, as Wisconsin just could not score. It's like 42-9 run at one point. Wisconsin puts it up in the post. We do have a foul from behind. It's going to be picked up by the Wolverines as a clock will stop with 6:05. Yeah, so that game is on ESPN Plus with Oklahoma State versus Kansas. So I cannot believe they decided to put that game on ESPN Plus instead of replacing West Virginia Baylor with that game on ESPN 2. We're gonna go into a timeout here. Chris puts out here, learn how to play Empty and Robbery by Juice WRLD on his piano. He's satisfied. There we go. That's great, man. Russell puts out, where do all these 7-foot tall people come from? Is there like a stretch of tube available in the third world countries or something? Davison looking good up against St. Joe's there, 59-50. Thanks so much for the updates. We're going to update you guys with scores right now. Florida really in danger of missing out on this year's tournament. Florida losing against Ole Miss 59-52 in the final 6:25 remaining. Boston College just destroying Miami tonight. And wow, Miami, they took that game close against Clemson, lost by 1. That isn't even close. 70-46. Boston College up at home against Miami as BC finally going to win a conference game. Tight game between St. John's and Butler. St. John's was up by double digits throughout most of it, led by 10 at halftime. Butler, though, coming back, 55-51 to score. St. John's by 4. Virginia Tech leading Duke 64-57, 7:45 left to go in that one. Makio, welcome to the stream here. Who will win? Bills versus Ravens. Taking your Bills there, man. So I'm going Buffalo in that one. The Buffalo Bulls looking good for college hoops today. Winners over Western Michigan, 85-69. And Western Michigan, a 2-8 team this year for their record. They actually beat Butler earlier this season in non-conference play. So, yeah, Butler just one of the worst offenses in all of Division I college basketball this year. They can only score like 60 per game this season. And they scored exactly 60 their last game against UConn. As for the NBA tonight, we'll take a look right now. Nuggets looking good against the Kyrie-less Brooklyn Nets. 70-54, Kevin Durant with 14.6 rebounds, 8 assists, but Brooklyn losing by 16 at the half. Jazz lead the Cavs 49-36. Lakers up against the Rockets, just demolishing them tonight. 35-14 at the end of the first quarter. Ouch. And then Spurs Thunder 26 even in the second quarter. So we'll keep you guys posted, especially that Duke-Virginia Tech game. That game's a big one. So that's definitely the one that we'll keep you guys posted on. Kentucky versus Alabama. This game going to tip off in 28 minutes from now. I'm going to be covering that one after the conclusion of this one. So feel free to stop on by new stream after the end of this. I'll take probably like a 5-minute break or so because I have to schedule it out. Change all the graphic stuff. Chiefs versus Bills. Who's going to win that one? I'm going to go for an upset here. I'm going to take Buffalo for an upset. First free throw, good at the line by Wisconsin. Yeah, out cheer by Wisconsin tonight. Wisconsin just cold from 3. Second free throw, good. 6 minutes even remaining. Michigan basketball. They dribble at the right wing perimeter. Eli Brooks. Pass over right corner. Livers. Floats it over to Dickinson now. Pass back outside to Mike Smith. Shot fake guarded by Trice. Moves it over to the left elbow to Johns. Brandon Johns Jr. backs his way in his man. Turnaround jumper, no good. Dickinson offensive rebound. Resets the clock. Turnaround, missed it off the mark. Tipped up in the air. Rebound Wisconsin. 5:30 left to go. Wisconsin has it down by 30. Backs their way left baseline. Potter. Turnaround jumper. Puts it up. That's good for 2. I'm just stunned. 73-45 the score. Michigan has it. They'll take it past half court. John's at the top of the key. In no means is this an upset. I actually predicted Michigan by 2. I just can't believe that Wisconsin just the big thing is everything revolves around their perimeter. That's the thing for Wisconsin, and today they got locked up on that, and that's where I feel like Wisconsin might have other trouble against other teams come tournament time. That this could be the same thing. Michigan jumper good for 2, and I'm talking about teams like Houston, teams like UConn that can lock down the perimeter as well. Those are teams that are good as far as outside defenses that can lock it down also. So this is having me thoughts about Wisconsin here if they have another bad game like this right now, as they just missed a reverse hand layup. Michigan has it at the left wing perimeter. Shot fake. Moves it back over to the right wing. And they'll set it up top of the key into the hands of Smith. What's good, Armando? Welcome on the stream here, man. So yeah, this Wisconsin team just heavily reliant upon their 3-point shots this season here, and it just totally came out in this game today. Mike Smith tried to fling it over, but that one's going to get Stolen away by Wisconsin. They try to take it in. It gets blocked from behind, though, by Michigan. Wisconsin will get it right back, though. At the left wing, they take the 3. They knock it down. Wisconsin from the outside. 27-point game. Colton looking for the Brewers interested in Benintendi from the Red Sox. They get him the evidence he has on Stearns will go away, or get Kyle Seager. Final 4 minutes, Michigan jumper. They take it, Livers no good off the mark, rebound Wisconsin. So Brewers looking to trade for Andrew Benintendi, it looks like. That jumper off the mark, no good, Wisconsin, rebound back over to Michigan. What's good, Jose? Welcome on the stream once again, man. Got home right now, just finished working on his mom. And we're going to go on the timeout, taking 3:26 remaining here. Michigan just over Wisconsin. Most impressive win of the week. Oh, you can mark this one down. Mark this one down. You can also mark down Boston College tonight against Miami, what they're doing. Boston College winning 75-52 to score that one. In no means is BC a tournament team, but they just might have wrecked Miami's resume to make it to the tournament. That hurts. That hurts for Miami when you suffer a bad loss by like around 20 against a team that's 0-5, 2-9 overall. And yeah, they should actually be for Boston College. They should be more. They should have won that game against St. John's in the first place. The crazy game that went into overtime back in, I think, November. But for Boston College, in no means they should have won that game against Rhode Island. Rhode Island should have played much better and couldn't win it at the free throw line. So that was the thing. Davison leading St. Joseph 63-58 to score, and Ole Miss still up against Florida. Florida in danger too of missing out on the tournament. So we are kind of like eliminating teams tonight as far as what teams are like kind of like killing themselves, and it's happening tonight with what's going on. What's good, Bills fan Neil? Welcome to the stream, man. Did I hear about Kyrie not re-signing with Brooklyn? I actually did not. I heard that the NBA is investigating Kyrie because he was without his mask on. Out. I think it was like out for like a party or something without his mask on. So now they're looking at the video because of it, and he's been sitting out for like the past week or so due to personal reasons too for Kyrie. So, and the Brooklyn Nets are they look like they're gonna drop another one tonight and be 5-7. So after all the talk, after I streamed the Christmas game I'm a Celtics fan, by the way. After all the talk that Brooklyn knocked off the Celtics on Christmas, all the 2-0 talk. How about this right now? Brooklyn's going to be 5-7. I know the Celtics are dealing right now with positive cases and that they just had their third straight game canceled today. But Celtics sitting at top of the Eastern Conference right now. Last time Bills fan Neil watched me sub. Thanks so much for the sub, man. Really appreciate it, bud. Virginia Tech taking on Duke right now. We'll keep you guys posted with this score. 68-61. Virginia Tech leading with 5:55 left to go. And Oklahoma State, they're actually tournament eligible because right now they've appealed their tournament. So as long as that appeal has been as long as the appeal process is going through, Oklahoma State will be eligible for this year's tournament. I initially thought it was going to be a ban, but I didn't know when they appealed. But since they appealed, they still could be eligible for Oklahoma State, and right now they are. And Oklahoma State is leading against Kansas right now. In the score of that game, 43-30, Oklahoma State leading Kansas by 13. 3:10 left to go. Kansas's weakness really shows it lies in their front court because they're another one of those teams that just relies on a lot of 3-point shots. 3 minutes remaining. All Michigan. Taco Tuesday. Yep. I wish Celtics were playing today so we can get to see extended minutes for Taco. Gonna do a Syracuse basketball game sometime. I'll have to see them, man. Whenever I have the chance, if they come on ESPN, I'll see if I can cover them. I think they might have one or so, like later in the season. They usually have at least like once a year a Wisconsin game or a Syracuse game that Syracuse plays nationally. So Bills fan Neil, Syracuse fan here. Welcome in the stream, bud. Syracuse took down Georgetown, their last one, on Saturday. No surprise there. Hey, thanks so much for the sub last year. Yep, I remember that game. It was like 58-43. There was like #1 teams getting knocked all over the place last year. Hey, what's good, Jack? Welcome onto the stream, man. Yeah, I'm just totally stunned right now. I predicted Michigan to win, but I cannot believe they're just beating up on them just this bad. Like, this team right here is absolutely complete. Like, wow. They're trying to prove the nation tonight that this team is for real and that everybody slept on them. It's legit everybody. 3 minutes left to go, or a lot of people more so. Wisconsin has it around the perimeter. Tyler Wall passes over to the left wing to Trice. The thing about Wisconsin is that they don't really have a strong bench for Wisconsin. This team is basically packed with 5 starters. That's the thing. So 2:40 remaining. Wisconsin takes the 3, no good. They don't really have like an NBA caliber type of player. It's just 5 seniors in the starting 5. And then as far as their bench, that's where it's tough to come by. Jumper, deep 2, Michigan takes it. They got it. 77-48. Is Virginia Tech a top 15 team? If they can come away with that W tonight against Duke, I think there's potential there because they did beat Villanova. 2 minutes left to go. 29-point lead. Bills fan Neil loves Syracuse. They're playing UNC tonight. Really great matchup, I feel like. Wisconsin moves it over right corner. They'll take the 3 off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound. Wisconsin. Shot fake puts it up and no good. Once again, Michigan textbook D in the key. Michigan with it now. Right baseline. They'll float one up and that's too strong off the glass. No good there by Jace Howard as they basically cleared out the bench. Got into this game here. Adrian Nunez, Jaron Faulds, Jace Howard for Michigan as they have cleared out the bench here. Zeb Jackson comes into the game for the first time today. Wisconsin drives inside. That's good for 2 with a layup. 77-50. Duke going to take another L, looks like. Welcome to the stream, Fins. Yeah, Virginia Tech with less than 4 minutes away, up by 7, if they're able to close it out. Yeah, I do like that matchup there, Bills fan Neil tonight. Syracuse against North Carolina. North Carolina's had a lot of trouble in the backcourt this year. Very inexperienced as far as their young backcourt, and also defending the 3-point shot. So that's where I feel like Syracuse can take the game if they go from the perimeter, because Syracuse has got pretty good as far as weapons on the offensive side of the basketball. And they're not like a strong defensive team, but they're pretty loaded as far as shooters on that team. Left corner jumper, way off the mark, no good. Wisconsin. We do have a foul, though. Clock will stop with 37 seconds. Which the best March Madness? Oh, man, so many good ones. I'm going to go with, ooh, boy. I'm probably going to go with the most recent one, with 19. Because that was one heck of a game in the final. With Virginia, Texas Tech. Went into overtime. And then the best game I've ever called on the channel, that has to be the Elite 8 game. Michigan State and Duke. Like, I covered some crazy Duke games in the tournament. Duke against Central Florida. The dunk over Taco by Zion. There were some crazy games there in the tournament. Final 25 seconds. Wisconsin gets the steal. Lays it up and in. But yeah, this game been done for a long time. 77-54 here. Feel free to join me back 10 minutes from now. I'll be covering Alabama against Kentucky. Before you sign off, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, everybody. I'll give you guys the updates when we do get back to the next stream about Virginia Tech Duke and that final score. That one, as this game has gone final here. Impressive. Michigan, rank them number 2 come Monday. If they can get the W against Minnesota on Saturday, this team, in my opinion, deserves to be ranked at number 2 behind Gonzaga. Due to Baylor struggling a little bit in their games as of late here. What a statement. Up against number 9 Wisconsin, 5 seniors in the starting 5, and they put on a clinic like this tonight. Just incredible. I cannot believe what I saw right there. This interior is something special for Michigan. They really are, and Hunter Dickinson didn't have his strongest game tonight. Only scored 12 points, 6 points below his average. But man, Mike Smith, he showed up. He's turning out to be the human bucket that they got coming in from Columbia. He had 16.6 assists tonight, 15 by Franz Wagner, 13 by Livers, 12 by Dickinson, and also Michigan's defense was able to get 6 steals. Majority of that happened in the first half against the number 2 team in fewest turnovers per game with Wisconsin this season, as well as locking down the perimeter and forcing Wisconsin, their bread and butter from three-point range, happens to be shooting the ball over 42% on the season from the outside. Tonight they were held to 9 for 28. So that's a wrap here, folks, in this one. Michigan all over Wisconsin. Wasn't even close. 77 to 54 to final. If you guys are new before I sign off, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here, everybody. That's a wrap out in this one. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball. Before I go, closing out, big thank you out to the members of this channel. Jack, Jason, the sports expert. Appreciate you guys as channel members out here. If anybody would be interested in Behind the Arc Basketball channel memberships, check that out, as low as $1.99 per month for special shout-outs at the end of my live streams for a channel membership, as well as special live streams as well for $4.99 per month. That's a wrap here in this one. Michigan gets the W, 11-0, 6-0 in the Big Ten. So they win at 77-54 over Wisconsin. Feel free to join me back about 10 minutes from now. Kentucky versus Alabama, and a little bit after that one. Have a nice night, everybody.